It's exactly 8 after the hour 6 on the Mighty Metro FM. Thank you so much to Touch and the gang. They're back again tomorrow between 3 and 6. Hey, it's the weekend that was, and guess what that means? It means I'm a party at Chabulile. Huh? Why is it so quiet in the studio, guys? Any no more, no, man.
The free celebrator.
No more. Orlando Pirates took the trophy, their second of the season. Arsenal dropped points. And of course, as far as the F1 is concerned, it's gone. Lando Norris winning his very first one. And then we'll also take a look at what also is big news, of course. Oh, if you're into cricket, there was the Ashes as well. Australia doing well there. 2-0 is what that looks like. So yeah, big news. The sevens as well, rugby sevens. South Africa doing well down in Cape Town. That was another one. A lot to talk about. And Kaizer Chiefs dropping points. Yet another draw. They've got as many draws now as they do have wins, right? But there's a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans that aren't happy. And they said, Andile, we know you're going to be celebrating with the Orlando Pirates. We'll grin and bear it because we want to get to a point where we hear from the principal. Because we feel we were robbed. We feel that perhaps we should have gotten all 3 points on Sunday. So we'll get into that. And then we'll get an overall, review and scorecard from Davik on the final. How did Akona do in the final? I must tell you, I'm one of the biggest fans of Akona. I'm an absolute fan of Akona. I enjoy watching her, and I think she's grown so much in the time that we've seen her. So we'll get all the refereeing moments, and then Mazal is going to be giving us stories. And one of the stories is an Orlando Pirates story, which I'm excited about, and it's all about Mabasa, who you didn't see in the last 2 games in particular, maybe even last 3, in fact. No, it's been a while. Not only is he not on the pitch, but he's not even on the bench. What's going on with Tsahofatso Mabasa? It's 10 after the hour 6. Welcome to it. It is the weekend that was. What do you want to share from the weekend? I'm not alone. As per usual, when it's a Monday, Tafik is here. Mazol is here. It's a 3 wise man.
It's a 3 wise man, but not always so wise.
Gents, you good?
Strong. I don't know about Tafik, but Naki Kimanati.
Just like a fish in the water, jubilant.
I don't get that.
Yeah,
what is that?
No, I'm just happy.
And he loves that line, eh?
I'm just happy.
So a fish when it's in the water, it's jubilant.
It's very happy. Yeah, it's very happy.
Okay. What do you have going on to make us happy?
The first time in South Africa where we have a woman refereeing a cup final.
It was the first time.
I've never seen a woman in my life.
I think it was, who was doing the final with me? Was it Walter Steenbok? Yeah. I think Walter Steenbok said that.
Yeah,
and Jab. Walter Steenbok said that. And I said, no, man. I'm sure I've seen her handle a final.
I thought
that was the first final for her?
I've never seen a woman in my entire life refereing a cup final in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Is this a stat or is this you just never seen it? Are you sure?
No, but if information.
Obviously she's the first.
She's the first
woman to be at this level.
Dedri, who was a match commissioner on the match, refereed some games, but not a cup final.
Wow.
I thought
Akona would have had... Come on, let's give her something there. Malcolm, let's give Akona Makalima something there. The first referee
planning that dream.
It's 13 after the hour 6 on the Mighty Metro FM. This is the biggest platform for all things sport in Southern Africa and, of course, Africa's favorite. Davik, what do you have going on?
We have Siwelele Sundowns where Mukwena got a red card. We'll explain.
No, we need to talk about that one.
Definitely. And then we go to Chiefs and TS Galaxy. 13 minutes and 18 minutes. 13 minutes, there's a penalty appeal. And then 18 minutes, there's a goal by Da Silva that we need to talk about. And then on the cup final as well, we'll talk about 91st minute yellow card to Libito. Apparently, the yellow card was supposed to go somewhere. It went somewhere.
So it was
mistaken
identity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into those. If there's one that you saw on the weekend or if there's something that you want to touch on, please let us know. Let him please cover it.
And the goal scored by Pirates, some people say it was offside. And I understand why. Because
you'll tell us. No, you'll tell us.
Oh, I will tell you.
Because Relay hits it and then it ricochets and you'll tell us about that one.
Oh, okay.
Mazala, what do you have going on?
Yeah, you've already set up that Sehu story. We'll get into that a little bit later. Did you hear Mo Salah's explosive interview?
Mo Salah doesn't
I've
speak
never.
much, but
Yeah,
every
but
time
when he speaks, he drops bombs.
because with his contract it was the
Yeah,
same,
yeah,
and
yeah,
now it's the same.
Yeah,
I
and,
think Mo Salah's overstayed at Liverpool.
yeah, for sure. I think, and he does say, but we'll get into it. He does say,
Hey, the trophy's in the house. Tim is wearing gloves and carrying the trophy. What's going on? There it is. Timmy, put it properly, please. Make sure. Put it between the players going to be sitting there in Tavik. Don't block it. People want to see it. If you are live with us right now on the SABC platforms, you'll be able to see the trophy as well. We have Orlando Pirates players coming through. Tim, who do you have? Tito Maswangani, Andile Ncube,
Yeah, 1632, and then Radio Pane and Olisanda.
all right, there we go. There we go. Mazola, can you hurry up? We want to get to the players, Chief.
yeah, there's a lot I'm gonna get to, and then it will be interesting to hear Coach Helman Kelele's thoughts on the decision by FIFA to allow clubs to only release players for the AFCON 7 days before the tournament
Rubbish.
proper. Unbelievable.
Absolute rubbish.
Unbelievable. So
7 days.
7 days. So if you're a super, almost 100% of your players are based abroad, it means you are only, as if you're Eric Chelle, you're only getting them a week before your opening match.
And
How
7
do you
days
plan?
means, they can be released on that day. So you discount the next day.
Yeah, exactly, because
You
they
discount match day.
Yeah, so absolutely shambolic, because would they do this for UEFA competitions? Would they do this for any other competitions?
What does that look like, Pito?
That is Coach Peter.
Is that Coach Pito? That looks like Coach Pito. That definitely looks like Coach
Yeah,
Pito.
so I'd be very surprised if this actually goes ahead, because FAs must be fuming. I'm sure the FAs are already on a call with the clubs pleading for players to be released. 14 days, because the initial plan was 14 days, right? Now it's just a week. It does
release
nothing.
Salah now. He's good to
Yeah,
go.
Salah.
He's ready to
Salah
go.
is ready to go to face Bafana on the 26th of December. So we'll get into that and more.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. After that, we have Orlando Pirates players that are here. Tandy has been gracious enough to bring us some players. We'll just congratulate them, of course, as per usual, when they've won a trophy. And they've made their way through these doors more than any other team in the last 4 years in particular. So we continue to say congratulations to Orlando Pirates, and perhaps have a conversation or two with Olisanda, who's slowly coming back now. We're seeing him making it onto the bench a lot more.
Yeah.
We've got Radio Bane here as well. Radio Bane, who started the season, and was commanding the space, and Tito as well, who missed out on that final. So the three of them are going to be joining us in a few. It's exactly 20 after the hour 6 on the Mighty Metro FM. Mazala's here. Davik is here. He's got a lot of decisions, particularly from that Kaizer Chiefs game over the weekend, with a lot of people sounding off unhappiness about it. Mazala's going to give us stories, of course. From here, the three of us take it to Soccer Zone this evening. Calling knockout, the champion coach is going to be chosen today to play against Orlando Pirates.
He's being announced today.
So the champion coach, we're going to be unveiling and telling people who that champion coach is. So I'm excited about that. But before that, come on, man, give me something. Give me something, because the players are here. Radio Man is here. Olissa's here. Ambulance Kaslam is here. Give us something. Team that's celebrated the most in the last 3 years as far as the number of trophies is back in studio. And guys, congratulations. The first thing I gave warning, I wanted to see Ukotini when they were going to come out. I was like, what are they going to be wearing? Because Pirates, when it comes to cup finals and the derby, they got that drip. And Batusa Tito, because Ula on Instagram, Tito. Tito, I'm not a funny one. So I'm choose. Tito. That's why I'm going to guys who come on upper tricks with your spine. Ukrantana? I'm so sorry you missed out on the final.
Yeah, it's one of those. So Lala for sure in it bank.
Radio Man is here as well. Boys, are you good, boy? It must be nice to come into a team that's winning, to come into a team with this sort of culture. It must be nice to, be ingrained and be grown in a team that's lifting trophies.
Yeah, exactly. It's always a privilege, to be with such a great institution. They're giving us platform to showcase whatever that we have. So, yeah.
And when you look at, I mean, what a team this is. You know, I think it was Coach Gavin who said 2 weeks ago that Orlando Pirates, if they don't beat you in 11, they'll beat you from the bench.
They'll win it from the bench. They've got international players coming off the bench.
Off the bench, and it's such a big team, such a talented squad.
Yeah.
How is that trying to fit in there? So you're at the beginning of the season, some great games when you started. From where you're sitting now, how do you look at the season so far from your point?
You know, like our coach always says, you know, we don't have substitutes. We have impact players. So for me, during the start of the season and now, I think it has always been injuries that were my side backs. So, but I keep on building myself. That's why I'm still here, trying to push and try to prove that, you know, I can still do it.
Yeah, Olisa, I mean, if we're speaking about injuries, we're talking about you. You know, you've seen your fair share of injuries.
He's had a lot of
Yeah,
those.
good evening to everyone listening. Good evening to you guys. Yeah, I think I've had my fair share of injuries. Yeah, I'm just happy to be back now. You know, training alone, I'm so excited to train, you know, because it's been like almost, I can say, I think a year since I played a game. So,
Jeez.
But I'm happy to be back, you know, back training with the guys. You know, we've got a lot of depth in the team, and the team is doing so well. Usually we're proving it, you know, we're getting better day by day. And yeah, that's what we need as a team.
Is it a little nerve-wracking to not be playing for a year and the team still wins trophies? You know, if you're sitting out, you're just watching them and, you know, they're still winning trophies. Does that rattle you a little bit?
No, it doesn't. I think that shows you the kind of squad we have.
It doesn't say to you, Esh, do these guys like, even need me?
No, for me personally, I think I feel bad if we're losing and then I'm feeling like, oh, I can't help my team because I'm injured. But I think my guys have been doing so well, you know, Mukazi, CM, even CBC, now the whole team, you know, you can see there's been changes. The people that started, there's some people that are in the team now that are playing, like Moremi and Apollos. So you can see the depth we have in the team. And football is a team sport, so these things are bound to happen.
Yeah, I want to go back, to Radio Pani a little bit with how he started the season. I mean, obviously, you would have known coming into the season that probably you were gonna start the first few games. What was the conversation like? Because that would have happened during pre-season in Spain. And maybe take us through what sort of happened. You mentioned injuries. Is it maybe the pressure to score early and that didn't happen quite quick? And even when you healed up, perhaps other guys were stepping up more than you? Because as you say, competition is tough for that number 9 position at Pirates.
Yeah, big man. Whatever question now, I think not everyone sees more training. So to batho ba ngata e latla is a surprise. Okay, why radio akala? But we don't tend to understand how the Kalamo training. But everyone that plays, last time Nick Mahopa, you know, so every time Adalang Rular Sapotana or Hono Bona, you know, King Toloka Kahona we copaya Rona Fella as a team. Marae Kila disturb happy the injury, Kila Sokola Kamstri after game Yagabi 3. So that's why Kilankana Kunyana Hutla because in a sense recover.
Well, that's the radio man there speaking about the injuries, of course, prior to the last half of the second half of the season of the 13-14 plus cup games. Tito, I want to speak about Game Year Weekend. I mean, we're on TV doing it, and I was wondering if we're going to see a goal. It felt like Marumo were trying to take it, as they did with Sundowns, to penalties where they knew that they'd be strong there. They've got Washington in goals. What was your analysis of the game? How we live it?
For me, the game was kind of like back and forth, but it wasn't going anywhere. From knowing the players that we have in the team, we probably expected them to do more in the game, but unfortunately it couldn't happen because it's a cup final, and Maroon is a great team. I think we lost against them in the league, so we kind of knew it's gonna be hard, but we wanted to score early. as in any other game that we play. But when it took long for us watching, you become nervous because you don't know what's going to happen. And you also think, what if they score in the last minute? Because also we played Chiefs and we had the game, but they also like scored later on in the game and we lost the final. So we kind of like get scared when we're watching and we start thinking about all the best stuff that's going to happen.
And did it have that Stellies feel? Because it was almost similar with Stellenbosch as well. Toe to toe, all the way to extra time, and then you just blew them away at extra time.
Yeah, for sure it had, because when you look at it, we were not scoring and we didn't look like we were going to score. And it was like really like surprising watching, because when you watch, you get scared in terms of you're looking at all the things that might happen. But when you're there, you don't even think about losing or anything. So it's kind of like different. But when we scored in extra time, we were like later on in the extra time, but we knew once we go to extra time we were going to win because they were cramping already throughout the 90 minutes. So yeah.
Tito, what about you personally? I mean, you missed out on this one simply because, of suspension. We don't know whether you'd have played or not, but I look at your season, very inconsistent in how much game time you're getting, particularly in the starting 11.
Yeah, I think some of the things you can't control in life, this has been hard for me, like to sometimes like watch the other players play. But you need to understand also that those people are working very hard and they doing really good at the moment. And for me, it's never been a case of asking the coach, why am I not playing? But for me, it's to show the other guys, especially the new guys, that, I can also be on the bench and support them, that they can feel motivated to do more because they're helping us at the moment. And we really appreciate their hard work and all the things they do for us as a team.
Tito, and I think I'm going to come to Olisa as well because the question is almost similar. You saw the Bafana squad come out. You had made the 54-man squad. Your thoughts and feelings when Coach Hugo Bruce dropped that final one and your name wasn't on the list to go to AFCON. And I think, Olisa, you had been trying to get to full fitness as well so you can be in the reckoning, maybe for the AFCON and maybe for the World Cup as well. But we know that the World Cup is no longer a possibility.
I think I already knew I wasn't going to make it to the AFCON squad because I wasn't playing. I would get like few minutes to play. But I think when I was called up into the national teams, I had problems with like small injuries. And I think those kind of things, like, they do affect your mind and also like your position in the national team, because there's lots of players in the country that are really working hard and they are doing very well to be in that position. So for me, I didn't even think about it because I knew already I wasn't going to make it.
And that's why I was asking, Tito, because, game time plays a lot for you to get that call up. So when you're seeing that game after game after game, and Hugo, he doesn't mince his words. We sit with him in there. Yeah. And, you were putting your hand in there with Mshishi as well, having the second. Donaza Satembi says he too, that position could be either or. And then Mshishi got injured, and I thought, hey, you're going to get that place. You're going to get. Then Bule came in.
In fact,
well.
Those were the coach's words. He said, in Tito, I think we have found
a replacement for Mshishi.
Yeah.
All of that is being said, all of that pressure, you're going to be that guy. When you sit on the bench, and I always hear players, and I respect you guys so much. You're not like Mazola and I in our industry. You guys are always so happy for each other. Like, no, if I'm not playing, my Hopper's playing, it's okay. If I'm not here, Mazola, it's a little different for us. So I really, really, really think you guys are selfless in that. But I wonder, I want to achieve things as well. I want to go to AFCON as well. We're going to talk about it with you as well. I want to go to the World Cup that's coming. Surely that plays something in the back of your head.
Yeah, for sure it does, because everyone wants to be there. But if you can't be there, you can't force things. And I think I need to like work hard and try and wait for my opportunity if it's going to come again, because now I'm working very hard and trying to get my place in the team first, so that if I can do very well in the team, I stand a chance to make it in the national team.
Because you're looking at that World Cup.
Yeah, definitely.
Mexico,
you have to, Tito. You have to.
Well, listen, I mean, Firstly, I'm sorry you didn't make it to the World Cup, boy. You know, what's going on? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You are not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. How that must have been a dagger to your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I felt so bad. Imagine me not even being there with the guys.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with a couple of the guys there, and they were so down. You know, I think the beginning phase of the qualifiers we didn't do well at all, to be honest.
I mean, you were drawing with Lesotho at home.
Yeah, we had those conversations. So I think we picked up late. You know,
When Eric arrived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we picked up late, but yeah, right now we just focus on the AFCON. You know, go to AFCON and do our best, and let's see, get to the finals again.
And you not being a part of the team?
It's obviously I want to be there, but right now I think I'm looking after myself first. I'm back to full fitness, you know, training with the guys. I think that's just my own thing. Now I'm just happy to be training, you know, being back with the guys, you know. I enjoy the little time we spend together, and yeah, we're winning. That's the main thing. I think for me personally, it's always been about like the team. It's not tennis. it's not tennis.
Golf.
Yeah, it's not golf. So you know, it's about the team. Even though regardless that you want to play, obviously everyone wants to play. Even the guys understand they're capable to play. But at the end of the day, the coach has a choice to
Can only
20.
pick 11 and the subs as well.
You know, so like it's a lot of pressure on the coach also because of the players that we have. Because in our team you can see the depth and everyone can step in and play so well. So
I want to see you play. I want to see you back. I think there are very few players in your position that have your talent. I've said this to you though.
By the way, can I ask Olisa, what do you make of the skipper calling time on his career? I mean, you know, came close to winning the AFCON last year, and maybe also the pressure of you know your people in Niger, man. I think part of it is like he's had enough, you know, but also part of it maybe injuries and all of that, wants to focus on his club career.
The Nigerian captain, of course, calling
William
his time on the
Tustoka,
national team.
Yeah, I think he's a great person, to be honest. I can tell you from the first day, I think the first time I got the call up when I met him, he's a fantastic person. Apart from being a captain, he's a leader, you know, and he does so much for us. But you know, obviously how football works. Everyone is not going to like you. But you can see from what he did for us, highest goal scorer in the last AFCON, you know, player of the tournament. It says a lot, but I think as human beings, we're quick to forget. You know, one little thing and they forget the whole good thing that he's been doing for us for the past 10 years.
Wow.
So he's been there for like 10 years. He got his first call up in 2015, so he's been there for like 10 years and consistently playing. So, but yeah, it's football, you know. We spoke, I wished him all the best, you know. We're happy to like have him there, you know. It's an opportunity to like even share the pitch with him. He's a great person, and yeah, just now we're looking forward to what we can do next.
From one captain leaving to another, the TLB is out of here. Played his last match. Radio man, the captain again 20. 20-year-old. The 2000 busy alone.
Yeah, big man. I don't think everyone expected that. You know, he's a small boy, and I will always say it. You know, I'm 3 years.
Imagine.
3 years.
we say radio, but there's the young man, and then there's.
You know, I think from my point of view, I think he's such a great human being, man. You know, he's very humble, a great player. You know, very strong. But obviously not stronger than me, yeah.
Do you take him on good training?
Yes, we do. But you know, he's a big man.
He's a beast.
Can I tell you that the craziest thing is he's a big man. He's staunch. I understand. I don't understand how he's fast. Yeah. That makes no sense to me. Like I can't, in my head, put one and one together. Why he's so quick as well? Because he's quick. He is, isn't he?
He's a super athlete. That guy.
How would you describe him? I mean, they always say that. You must ask players about players because they see them at training.
Captain America.
There's a new name, Captain America. Okay.
Well, you know, a lot of us, I think, are very fast when it comes to running, but you know, it depends on your position that you play.
Who's the fastest in the team? 100 meters.
For me, I think it's talent, but
really?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, Christito, do you agree?
No.
Talent is quite quick, but not
Tito
like
Reno. Tito Reno.
Fastest in the
No,
team.
Tito
Who's the
thinks
fastest?
he's the one. Tito thinks he's the one.
Tito, he's the fastest.
He thinks he's the one.
Tito, ever shy away?
He's competing with Cabello.
No.
Surely Tito's not fast.
No, Tito is
No, I'm
actually
fast.
quick though.
No.
Quick.
Fast.
But like someone that is
Top
very
three.
deceiving is talent.
So talent, Tito, and
Obviously Photo.
oh Dion, yeah.
Like those guys. Those ones are sprinters.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But talent is quite fast. You wouldn't know that.
Like
but
acceleration wise, or even pound for pound with
pound for
Muremi.
pound, all the way.
He can take Muremi on for pace. He can take Ozzy on for pace.
Yeah.
Tito's
Ah,
shaking his
Tito
head.
Wabilayela. Tito.
Oh,
Tito.
no.
I thought radio was quick. I would have put
my
my money on radio, man. But
Nah, that is quick, but those guys.
Okay, let me put it like this. Who's faster than you?
Talent.
Talent, a lot.
Hoto.
Hoto.
Muremi. Not Ozzy. That can be.
Oh,
Ozzy
really?
is not that quick.
Okay, Muremi. Relay is not
Oh.
quick.
Yeah, relay is not quick. I think it's Sabang, Hoto, and
Sebelebele?
Talent.
Yeah, that guy.
I can take him on.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's those three. For me.
Tito?
No, no. No, there's a difference between.
Tito Wabilayela.
No, there's a
Tito
difference.
Wabilayela.
No,
There's a difference. No, there's a difference between speed and stamina. Tito has stamina.
Oh, he can go on
yeah,
forever.
He'll outpace
He
you
can
at
go
some
on
point.
forever.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair
okay.
enough. Makes sense.
No, guys, listen, man. This is an opportunity this season to do the one thing that Orlando Pirates fans want. You've won 2 trophies the season before. You won 2 trophies the season before. You won 2 trophies this season already. There's 2 trophies still to play for. There's a net bank that you mentioned, Tito. But I think what the fans truly want this season, and they're seeing the opportunity, they're seeing the chance, and you look at what the log looks like now, is the league. Tito, let me start with you. Surely the league.
Yeah, definitely. But for us as players, we wanna win like all the cups that are left. Unfortunately, we out of the Champions League, which was one of our goals, like to win Champions League. But now we left with 2 cups, and we wanna try our best to take them all. Because also to the fans, they shouldn't be already celebrating, because we've been in this position before last season, and at the end of the season we were not there. So we wanna take it one game at a time, and for them they should also do the same, to keep.
But
on
is there
top.
belief amongst you guys that this
you can
season
go all
it's
the way?
possible?
Yeah, definitely. We always believe we can do much because we know our qualities in the team. So we definitely have to do our best and to make sure that we minimize our mistakes and make sure we win games, because it's going to be a long season and it's going to be a tough one, but we're ready for it.
Alyssa, why is this season, what is it about this season that seems as if it can be done? You can win the league.
I think this season there's a lot of depth in the team. You can see we've won a lot of games from players coming off the bench. Gotten like a lot of goals from second half. Last season or the previous season, they used to be like we only scored maybe 1 goal, but now we're getting 2-3 goals in a game, which makes it like more easier for us. And this season, the belief has been there, regardless of us missing out on the CAF. But I think we focus now all our attention on the league and the Nedbank Cup, especially the league, obviously. But I think it's one game at a time. And I think the fans always grateful to have them. They're always coming out in numbers. You can see there's the belief. The stadium is always filled up, So I think we should keep that going. And not just them as a fan, us as a team. I think we owe it to them to like always show up, regardless of how we're feeling. A lot of people be going through a lot of things, but we show up for them, and they always show up for us. So I think I really appreciate the fans.
They really do. The culture of Orlando Pirates, as far as fans is concerned, is second to none in the league right now.
The Orlando Stadium, like I've never seen.
On a Wednesday night, boy, it's packed. On a Tuesday, banda, it's packed.
Unbelievable.
I'm there. I'm sitting in the stands, cold, and so a big ups to them.
Yeah.
Lastly, your coach. You guys had such a great coach that was so loved. Jose, everybody was like, oh, we love him, Spanish guitar, he mustn't leave. When he left, the season didn't start so well with Owadu. But I look at him now from how he interacts with you guys, how he celebrates every goal with you guys. it seems as if you guys have gelled right with him. Radio man, talk to me about Owadu.
Big man, the last time I came here, I said Coach Wadu is an alligator. You remember what I said?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so for me, he's a very good coach, very demanding. He likes players that works a lot. It's never easy sometimes, sometimes, when you wake up, some days, some days you don't wake up, feeling like, you
up to
like
it.
you're not yourself,
Yeah.
But like he's like a coach that will come to you, build you up, build your confidence to get the best out of you.
Gents, I know it hurts to have been eliminated from the Champions League, but from a logistics scheduling point of view, how much is that a bit of an edge in terms of not being exhausted? The challenges you faced in the Champions League last season, even though you kept pushing Mamelodi Sundowns. You're not in the Champions League this year. You finished the first half of the season top of the table. How much of a difference is that going to make you feel?
I think it keeps a lot of freshness in the team, because how CAF is with traveling. And I remember vividly some games we travel, we're back maybe on a Sunday and we're playing on a Tuesday. So it caused like a lot of like fatigue. That's where injuries tend to set in. But now I think there's a lot of freshness in the team. I think without playing, we're just focused on the league and the Nedbank Cup. So there's no much traveling, only within here. So I think keeps us like fresh. It makes the goal is not as broad as it was, because traveling, playing CAF and coming to play the league. Now we're focused on the league the whole time at the Nedbank Cup.
So it gives you an edge over Sundowns, perhaps?
Yeah, of course. Obviously they have a great squad. They have very, very good depth. They have a great coach, and they've been there a lot, so they've done it a lot. But I think this season, I think the belief is different. We've always been a family for a long time, but I think the unity in this team, in the current team now, is massive. So I think that's what's going to push us through this season.
I think it would be amiss of us not to mention Rile. He came up with the answer this weekend as well, taking me back to the Nedbank Cup final when he came up with the answer against Sundowns. Then he was injured for a while, and there was a lot of doubt of, is he going to get back to his game, with the injury and having to take care of that injury. Tito, you played alongside him a lot more, perhaps, and I mean, Jabu Mahlangu called that pass. There's a pass I shailing 2 weeks in a row against Durban City. Hit one, and then last week he hit one as well. Arupula window. Really, for me, he never lost that level. Although there was talks of he's perhaps dropped since the injury. He's not at that
Form
level of last season. Form up and down.
Yeah.
You see him every day. You see him in games.
I think we know really very well. We know what he can do and how he can help us as a team, and we know his qualities. I think he has a lot of qualities, and it's surprising to see that from people saying he's dropped his football. And I think sometimes people don't understand football, and some they just watch to hate, not to improve a player. But for us, we knew that it's been the same since it's been there, since we've been with him in the team, and he's been playing the same and improving each and every game, and he keeps on showing it each and every game that he plays. So we're happy with him, and we lucky to have him in the team like us, Orlando Pirates.
How much are you guys going to miss ATLB? I mean, your defensive record has been stellar, but you look at your team defensively. You can go to the last 10 games. It's hardly ever the same back four. There's always, almost from game to game, there's a change in that back four. Alyssa, perhaps this is for you. There's always, and you mentioned some of the players that are part of that, but there seems to be a very interchange all the time of that back four. I just wonder, you lost to Portle. I mean, we kept in Momaela last season. You're now losing TLB. You've still got some great players within the team, but how big of a loss is the TLB?
Nah, it's a very big loss for us, but for him personally, it's a growth in his career. I think we all love him. From the first time I watched him play in the DDC, you know, and yeah, he's very funny. You don't know how funny he is. And
But you don't understand, Zulu. How is he funny to you?
Nah, he's troublesome. He's troublesome. He's always looking for trouble. He's looking for me or Makaula or someone. He's always looking for trouble. But that's the vibe he gives. I think the whole team, we all love him. Yeah. And obviously it's going to be a big miss for us, because I think since he stepped in and he's been playing, he's been doing wonderfully well. For me personally, I said this the last time, for me personally, he's the best centre-back in the country at the moment. I said it on, I think, was it 93.4 FM or something? Yeah, we had that conversation. So for me, he's the best. And you can see why. We've considered, I think, less goals. I think I think 5 goals.
Yeah, you guys have a beautiful defensive.
It's not just him, you know, it's the whole team, you know. But it's going to be a big miss for us. But I think the goal is still the same, you know. We're happy for him, you know, it's a growth for him and his family. And I think going forward, we just have to keep the same momentum. You can see there's been changes in the back line also, like you said. And you can see even games that he didn't play, you know, we still managed to pull through, you know, clean sheets here and there. And yeah, that shows you the depth in the team and how the quality in the team. So I think even when CBC or Sesan is back now, you know, he steps in, you know, there's a lot of players. So I think I'm confident this season.
The depth there's a lot of it.
Listen, gents, I wish you the best, Tito. You know, I wish you your place back in Bafana. Radio man, don't hang around Olisa. He gets injured a lot. You're going to get that. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. Stay away from injuries. Olisa, the next big thing for you, I guess, is the next AFCON, because, you know, this one's gone. The World Cup's gone. So maybe that AFCON, we'll see you there. And, boy, get better. And, you know, let's see a lot more of you in the field. We really enjoyed the beginning of the season when you were playing. Yeah. Guys, you give us joy. And for that, I can only be appreciative. The 3 of us here are just fans of the game, and we watch you in awe. You know, you're doing what we only could ever have dreamt of, and we appreciate your talents. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you
and congratulations.
Thank you for having us.
Shop, they're out of here. It's 1850. Here?
Let's start with Siwelele and Sundowns. We saw Mukwena getting a yellow card on the 56th minute with Mpontsani. On the 80th minute, he get a second yellow card. Was that justifiable in terms of his challenge? When you look at the challenge as to Mukwena stretch his leg and kick the ball changed direction because Mukwena kicked the ball. Unfortunately, he got a second yellow card, which was not
unfortunate.
Yeah, which was not justifiable by law.
Do you know what game he misses?
I mean,
it's one game, right?
For two
yellow cards.
2 yellow cards is one game. Yeah.
So which game does he miss? What's the next game? Mazara, do you know?
I didn't check.
In the new year.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Please check and let me know, because you'll see how big this yellow card is.
Yeah, but he got a yellow card which was not supported by the loss of the game, so incorrect decision.
That's not fair.
Yeah, let's go to Chiefs TS Galaxy. 13th minute, we saw a penalty appeal where Solomon was kicked by Ndamani inside the penalty area. Penalty not given, kicking inside the penalty area. It's a penal offense under Law 12, and a penalty was supposed to be given, not given. On the 18th minute, we saw Da Silva scoring a goal. There were 3 players, 2 in an offside position, but Da Silva was in an onside position. Unfortunately, he was flagged offside, goal was scored, and then incorrect decision, Asisa Sekang. Let's go to Pirates and Marumo. 90 plus 1 minute. We saw Libitso Tabiso getting a yellow card. And when you look at the culprit, the player who kicked correctly, who was supposed to get a yellow card, was Siema. And then Siema was just, tying up his shoes while his teammate was getting a yellow card. I don't understand why he did not tell the referee, it's me who kicked, but he let a yellow card goes to his teammates. What if it was his second yellow card? I was not happy about Siema, not taking responsibility for his action, and then his teammate got the sanction. And then we also go to 104 minute, goal scored by Pirates. Some say, hey, offside. This man was alone, Butuma. When we look at the players and the position, we can see, yes, he was having one player on the goal line. But there's another one outside the field of play. Ibrahim Bans was outside the field of play. What does the law say? The law says a player who leaves the field of play for any reason, without the permission from the referee, shall be considered to be on the goal line for the purpose of
Even
offside.
if you're outside?
If you leave the field of play for any reason, without the permission from the referee, you will be considered to be on the goal line for the purpose of offside. So that goal scored by Pirates, those who say no, ungaphandle, yes, but who value offside ngaphandle. So the correct decision by the referees to award a goal, even though ungaphandle, who value offside as per law 11, is shilo sakusaseka. So Pirates win, and then we want to congratulate AFCON for handling a game very well and giving South Africa women that women can do it.
Yeah, but also, you know, the way you were saying, Shilo Sakusaseka with energy. The ones that you must condemn. I thought Debs was missing the Pirates game. He's not, actually. He's missing the Orbit game. Because there's an Orbit game before.
So in other words, not as big.
The Pirates game.
Orbit.
No, but I mean, these are two. This is where they need to, if they are to collect points, this is going to be a big decider, that game. You know, but how? No.
Yeah, Jimmy Ubuiler no kita disappointed ka decision ya.
Congratulations to Akona Makadima, the first female referee to ref a final there. Mazala, talk to us. What do you have?
Yo, Akinanako, which one do you want me to do?
Well, I mean, let's start with Mabasa.
Yeah, let's start with the Tseho one. News that we're getting. Obviously, we have not seen him in a Pirates shirt for some time now. And this, from the beginning of the season, had been a big issue with questions coming to Coach Absalam Wadu. And that's when he mentioned that everybody's going to play in his team. He's a coach that believes in rotation. But there's a little bit more to it in terms of the future of the player. It hangs in the balance now. They've essentially concluded the deal for Andre de Jong from Stelis to come in. Tseho enters the final 6 months of his Pirates contract effective January. So he can sign a pre-contract. It's highly unlikely that he will sign a pre-contract now, probably wait it out and decide. But I'm told that, interest is lining up from some of the Betway Premiership clubs. I know that Coach Rulani Mokoena, when he was at Sundowns, he attempted to sign Tseho from Orlando Pirates, but that move, as we now know, didn't happen. But it was Tembinkosi Loche's move that panned out in any case. So in the next couple of months, this is one to look out for. Tseho Mabasa, as it stands, could potentially be leaving Orlando Pirates on a free, unless they can come to an agreement and find each other on new terms, and his future in terms of no player is guaranteed game time. But if the player, all parties can be satisfied going forward, he might renew. But as it stands, Tseho Mabasa yet to pen a new deal, and with Andre de Jong coming in, you are likely to not see Tseho Fatso Mabasa that much. Because
if he's not playing now.
If he's not playing now and Andre de Jong comes in
stands,
and he's another attacking player,
yeah.
It tells a story of someone
who's still got Radio Bane here
100%
in line. You got Mahopa, then you have Andre de Jong now coming. You got Mbutuma. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on the Chiefs one, but since Tatana has addressed it, let's go to that explosive Mo Salah interview. I have never seen or heard anything like it.
Please tell me we have a clip.
We do have a clip of...
very quickly, let's play.
Let's play it.
I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed, to be fair. I have done so much for this club. Everybody can see that during the years, and especially last season. Sitting on the bench, I don't know why. Seems like the club is throwing me under the bus. That's how I feel it. I think it's very clear that someone wants me to get all the blame. The club promised me in the summer for a lot of promises and nothing. So far, I'm in the bench 3 games, so I can say that they keep the promise. And I said that many times before. I had a good relationship with the manager, and out of the sudden, we don't have any relationship. I don't know why. It seems to me, how I see it, it's someone doesn't want me in the club. It's not acceptable for me, to be fair. Like, I don't know why that's happening always to me. Like, I don't get it. I don't think I'm the problem. I have done so much for this club.
Yeah, that's Mo Salah for you. We'll see him at AFCON. Bafana play Egypt, so you best believe that Mo Salah is representing Egypt because he's not having it at Liverpool.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock, top of the hour. Unfortunately, we have to get out of it. Tim, is there one voice note we can play? So one that you think is power. Ewan, Timmy, we took all our time with the players. Ewan.
Andile, this is Peter based in Brasma. Anyway, well done to Orlando Pirates. And as for that red card, I think Botatana, they should do something with Abong Tom when coming to match officiating, especially when he's the referee when Sundowns is playing. That guy is messing up the game. Bona, he's messing up the game, that guy. I don't know why, or he hates Sundowns or what, I don't know.
As for one, he gave me one. Speaking of one, it's 1 after the hour.